All righty. Think we're live. So, what's up, everybody? So, this is just to announce got a whole bunch of gear, and I decided I was going to go ahead and put up a really cool, very expansive pedal board, and the pedal board will be quite large. So there's going to be a lot to it. Now I decided I was going to make this kind of a little mini series on YouTube here. It's going to contain quite a few things. So should be fun. Just getting over a cold, so if I cough or snot, it is what it is. But let me take you on a little tour of what I've got currently, and there's going to be some things that are probably added to it. I want to be able to switch in and out of the different things. There's going to be a main board. It's going to contain certain things. And a secondary board that I can add to or not have, either one. So it should be fun. So let's get right into it. I'm going to switch camera so you don't have to look at my oogly moog. I'm going to screen share, and here it is. And we're going to go over it. Share to everyone. And let me make sure it's doing its thing. All right. Yeah, I think it's doing its thing. All right. So the main board's going to start off, and I've got a couple boards already outlined, but I might change it up. It just depends on how it goes. I'm going to have the Line 6 Helix rack and the Helix control, and then so here's the Helix rack. It's right here, and if we switch on over, we're going to have the Helix control, and that controls everything that's on there. But as you see, there's no expression pedals, and so I thought I would add the Morningstar MC6 is to help control, and this is Mark II. This is version 2. It's on its way to me right now. It's very cool. It's a MIDI pedal, and the purpose of this pedal is, let's make sure I can see the chat. Hey, nobody's chatting with me. That's okay. They're busy listening. I have 5 people watching. So, at any rate, the purpose of the MC6 MIDI controller, the Mark II, is to go ahead and add function to the pedal board. It'll add function. So, say, what if I want, 8 stomp box mode, but I still want to change snapshots. Sure, I can add this in there. It's very simple, and I'll show how to do all this along the way in this series. So after that, I'm going to add, because it's not in the Helix, at least yet, it's not in the Helix, the Digitech Freqout. Oh, I should have added that I'm going to have the G10 wireless to wire it all. But anyway, we'll add that later. So I really like the Freqout. It can be overused or it can be very subtle. It just depends on how you program it. I'm gonna add that. And then to my friend Paul Shedden, I'd like to give a shout out to him. I have a couple of these EP1 Line 6 L6 Line 6 expression pedals, and mine are in this fancy metal looking. So I really like it. There's different colors. It's really very, very good expression pedal. Feels really good under the feet. Let's see. Still got 5 people watching. Hey, but maybe they'll watch some more. Go share it. Hey, everybody, share. We're in here. That'd be great. Let me take a minute and do that myself. Let's see. Yopo. There we go. That'll get them here. Complain at them. Any rate, really great expression pedal. I just love the way they feel. They're very sturdy. So that's going to go on the board. And then I'm going to go ahead and I have 2 of these and I have 2 of these. So they're going to split the board. I'm going to add this one onto the main board and this one onto the secondary board. So I'll have EP1 L6 by Mission on the board and also on each board, and the line 6 EX1. All right, so that's cool. And then we're going to get onto the second board. The second board, this is going to be interesting. And there may be I may make it find a way to make it a quick connect. I may make 2 boards that match together. This could expand into something pretty fun and pretty large and pretty stupid. So, well, we lost somebody. I can't believe we lost somebody. Anyway, so with that, I'm going to have the on the secondary board. I'm going to have the HX effects, of which it's its own MIDI controller. But we're gonna play with that, and then we're gonna add. Whoa, what's this? The Boss GT1000. So I'm basically going to have the Line 6 HX effects being a kind of an effects processor, and it's going to be able to interchange with everything. It's going to, I want it to be able to play nicely with everything. So there's going to be some interesting, it's going to make my ADD brain just slip a cog. But there's some really cool things on here, one of which, and Tuner Mageddon in the Helix group is, oh my god, shoot me in the face. So the tuner on the GT is really cool. It's polyphonic and they have a strobe tuner. Cool stuff. It's not the easiest program. Sounds good. It's got all of the Boss effects. Really some great stuff. Like, for instance, I have the Digitech Freqout, but one of my favorite pedals that I used to have was the Feedbacker Booster, the FB2 Feedbacker Booster. Well, a version of it, it's not quite the same, but a version of it is actually on the Boss GT. Implementation is a little hard. The Digitech Freqout is so far the very best that I've found to give you that false feedback. But it's going to be on the board. Going to have including the multi. I forget what Boss calls it, but the multi-engine. I don't know. Oh no, sorry, my head cold is losing me, but it's a cool processor. I think it's, in my estimation, it's more prosumer than pro, but I could be wrong. It could be fine. It just feels a little different. Cool enough for me to keep, though. How's that? I like it. And then I'm going to have the original MC6 to help with extra buttons on that side. So the 2 pedals will have their own extra buttons. Can't do with enough buttons, can we? So we got that. Then again, I guess the EP1 line 6, the EX1 expression pedals, kind of mirroring each board. And then something very, very cool from Mission. It's the Mission 529, the world's first USB-powered converter for effects and pedals. And so what's cool about this is, there we go. Not going to show me. very cool. You've got your USB in and your USB out, and you've got a 150 milliamp for those and a 500 milliamp output. And what's cool is I've got the Pro version. This would be the Mission 529 Pro with the APC power brick right there. And we're going to have this all interchanged on that board to power different things. And I'm going to have the ability, I'm going to add some other pedals that are not in any of the units. So this should be fairly expansive. I may even have to add some sort of patch bay, some sort of patching scenario. But yeah, it should be cool. And then the very end, I've decided that I'm going to give the Gemini 2 a very big shout out. Now, this is a fantastic FR dual speaker system. Okay, it's stereo, it's awesome, it's powerful, it's loud, it's fantastic, and it sounds amazing. Very, very clear, and it's got some really cool features on there. It's got the EM power technology, and it's got the crossovers and a variable EQ. So it makes it feel like you've got the amp in the room kind of a thing going on. Along with that, it's got some cool other features. We'll get into that as we build it up. But that's what's going to be the centerpiece of this system. So really, really can't say enough about the Gemini 2. Sounds fantastic, and it works fantastic. It is loud. The one thing is, because it's stereo, you would have to get a stereo input connector, so to get left and right. Straight out of the Helix, you can only plug in one input, but if you have the stereo connector, and I'll put links at some point when I get down to this video, I'll put the links. But this is just a quick rundown, the quick and the dirty. If you want to follow this, go ahead and subscribe and like the video, and click the little bell icon, and then there's a little options tab, and make sure you get everything from me so that you can follow these when we release these videos or any other videos that we release. Been away from the channel for a little bit because just really busy with the website l6gear.com and other things. Just been overloaded. But if you want modeler bling, so to speak, L6 Gear got a lot of Line 6 Helix stuff, skins, protectors, you know it. They're all there. But other modelers are coming. I've got things planned. It just takes a long time to roll these things out. Some new products are coming. Look forward to that. I'd also like to give a shout out to Line 6. You know, the Line 6 Helix Facebook group is on June 30th. It'll be 3 years, and we're edging up about 50 away from 15,000 members. I'd like to thank all those 15,000 members. So, at any rate, well, I'd like you to have a wonderful day. Let me go ahead and switch the camera back so you guys can see me finish out here. Oh, there I am. Oof. All right, so thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're going to enjoy this little series. I don't know when the next one will be, but it'll probably be pretty soon. Thanks, and have a wonderful day.